Oh my goodness.
Been there?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 3 of Shera, Signals.
Yes, we are really excited to keep going with Shera Season 2. It's been great so far, and we're excited to see what happens next. Anything to add before we get started?
There's just a lot going on. I can't wait to see how a lot of this unfolds. I just kind of want to keep watching.
Yeah. If you've been enjoying our Shera reaction series, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and check out the Patreon linked in the description below to see episodes early and ask us the questions after every episode. We've been running into a little bit of copyright issues with Shera, so we've had to delay a week here and there. Rest assured, we are going to keep working until it comes out on YouTube, but if you ever want to see an episode, it will be on Patreon. We've never had any issues there, so go check it out. All right, I think that's about it. Are we excited for Season 2, Episode 3 of Shera?
Absolutely can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
All right, we still really don't know HORDAK's deal.
Yeah.
Finally.
Why is he doing what he's doing?
Exactly.
He's bent that like it was nothing. What is that?
Looks like an energy source or something.
Huh.
Why is it
goblin.
making platypus noises?
It does sound like Perry.
Right?
It's the most impressive platypus sound.
I still can't believe ENTRAPTA's working for the Horde. Shadow Weaver messed with her mind.
She seemed normal when we talked to her. ENTRAPTA normal, but still.
She was so mean to them. I mean, why would she? They have better tech.
Why wouldn't she leave?
Magic and tech aren't totally separate things. ENTRAPTA is one of the
Fascinating.
only people who really understands that. She got closer to combining them than anyone else.
Okay.
That's true.
Now she's with the Horde.
Got her for Bo, Mr. Inventor.
You've got Bo, Tech Master and premier
Yeah, see?
member of the Ethereum.
It's like, I can do that. Yikes. All right, Swiftwind, what's going on?
Comrades, I spotted buildings ahead. The outpost is
Comrades.
close.
We lost all contact with the farming outpost of Alwyn a week ago.
Okay, so what are they trying to do?
Go to the farming post.
We can handle the Horde. I don't care if they do have ENTRAPTA's inventions. They're no match for us. We'll handle this the way we always
All right,
do.
Glimmer. Commander Glimmer.
No, no.
This is kind of optimistic.
Yeah, best friend quad to the rescue. Because there's 4 of us.
Nice. Good one.
It's you.
Literally me.
'Cause there's 4 of us?
See?
Ah.
Oh. Little Shadow Weaver
Wind.
spooky nonsense.
Oh.
Doesn't that kind of looked like when she was... That kind of seemed like when they were at the spa and she kept looking back, right?
I guess.
What did you think?
I thought wind.
Ooh, wind. They're not going to go back for ENTRAPTA.
And why should they? Like, they tried and she made it clear that she wasn't interested in coming back with them. Not in like an evil way, just I would prefer to be here. And there's nothing they can really do to change that, especially given who's surrounding her, you know?
Yeah, I just hope that like eventually they can get her to come around, or maybe all of them. I think that another person is Scorpia. Scorpia seems like she is easily malleable. Like she's kind of gone around with what Catra wants to do. I feel like in that same vein, if she's shown how bad the Horde is, she might be able to turn.
Argument could be made that Scorpia's doing it like for the friendship.
That's what I literally
like
mean.
Okay, gotcha. All
I
right,
think it's
that
the
makes
same
sense.
exact like science friendship sort of blinders where it's like,
It doesn't matter what we're doing
well,
as long as I'm with my friends.
Scorpio was treated
versus-
wrong by the princesses.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't remember.
Why is the
Emily,
table
or-
moving?
It is Emily.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
Or maybe not.
Emily, hand me a 6-sided hex driver.
Emily's kind of cute.
Doesn't hex driver by definition mean 6 sides? Hex means 6?
I guess it would.
You're right, Emily. How can we possibly work like this?
A nightmare.
Hello? Lord HORDAK?
The goblin.
I gotta know what the baby goblin's
What's the
deal
deal?
is.
Lord HORDAK, I just thought we should, you know, touch base like you used to a Shadow Weaver. We could establish a daily check-in.
So I'm to understand.
You know, all the like the Zoom conversations or like corporate dialogue. We should check in, circle back.
to
That's
that.
exactly what she's doing.
She's literally just like, let's set up a little business here. And
exactly.
Hordak's like, you disturbed me.
Establish a daily check-in.
So I'm to understand you disturbed me for no reason.
Ooh.
Not for no reason.
What science was he doing in the beginning?
The Horde's in a better spot than ever.
Was squandering our advantage while the Whispering Woods regrew part of your plan?
Ooh.
Was letting yourself get captured? Etheria's atmosphere has proved to be a complicating variable in my experiments.
Oh,
The atmosphere is an issue.
he doesn't have to
Tell
breathe.
me, Force Captain, how is your breathing?
He is a robot, I swear.
Really?
Look, he doesn't even care.
Well, just because she can't breathe it doesn't mean that he can't breathe whatever's there.
He is an
A different
alien.
planet.
He is an alien.
That makes more sense.
I swear.
So whatever he can do with the atmosphere, he can still breathe it. but
Okay. He might be an alien. I'm excited to see more. What do you think? Because the first ones are aliens.
Yeah, so interesting. Could that be some kind of correlation?
Those are the only two aliens we've heard about.
Interesting that we know for sure that he's an alien now, and I wonder how that relates to Shadow Weaver.
When he said backwards planet, it means
A different planet. Yeah.
Pathetic. Just like everything on this backwards planet.
Yikes.
Do you know what the definition of failure is? Failure is when something ceases to serve a purpose. It becomes worthless to me. Your performance has been lacking.
I haven't
Oh my
failed
goodness.
yet. No one knows how to take the princesses down better than me. Trust me and let me do that.
Oh boy. He's gonna go
Say
very
you can defeat the rebellion. Prove it. You are dismissed.
Hordak.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
What was that?
Hello? I thought you should know I'm sensing something weird the closer we get to the outpost. I can't describe
Horse
it. Just
vibes.
Weird. What is this place?
Alwyn is the rebellion's biggest supplier of supplies. It's basically one big orchard. One big happy,
Well,
incredibly creepy.
not so much.
Don't like that very much.
Creepy apples taste just as good as normal apples.
Do they?
The outpost must be up ahead.
I don't know if he should be eating those apples.
That's too many apples.
I get bad
I
vibes.
actually don't see anyone. Where are they?
Maybe
Spooky.
they're all inside?
Look,
Halloween.
I've updated my tracker pad to detect
Ooh.
Horde signals.
A
If they're
tracker
here, we'll find
pad?
This. I must have broken something during the upgrade. Not to worry, I can fix this.
Oh, it seems like he's struggling with the tech.
I don't know how to fix this.
I feel like he's gonna
Whatever's
struggle with
going on
feeling
here,
like
we'll
he has to
solve
replace
it.
ENTRAPTA,
Nothing
you know?
gets
Yeah, no one can replace ENTRAPTA.
Ugh.
Even if people used to tell stories about Alwyn being haunted.
Haunted? Like with ghosts?
Are you kidding me?
Just stories. No reason to be scared.
Well, Shadow Weaver used to tell me about ghosts when I was a kid in the Horde. Like the story of the Weeping Princess. A vengeful spirit who
Oh,
roams the fury
boy.
looking for victims right before she strikes.
Ah, what was that?
I'm not sure. I thought I heard someone.
The Weeping Princess.
No. Someone's here. I'm sure of it.
He's got some interesting powers.
Well, that's just like a general horse thing.
Really?
Being able to tell.
Ooh.
3rd Battalion.
Anytime there's like a horse mannerism that happens, let me know because I'm
All right.
interested.
Horses are scared of everything.
Yeah.
To the degree that there was a very popular meme when Pokemon Go started that horses were able to actually see the Pokemon, and that's why they spook for no reason. But horses are prey animals, so they are just very constantly in tune to potential predators and they run. So it was just really funny that he was like,
And he's done that a lot.
Oh,
There's been
no.
several times where he's been like, ah.
yeah, there are a bunch of jokes along the lines of like a horse's like Halloween movie is like the plastic bag that flapped. Like that's like a thing.
That's the extent of it.
Yeah, no, that's literally it. So, oh no.
Spooky. I'm saying spooky
3rd
a lot.
Battalion is closest. If they
Oh my
move
gosh,
on
she's ripped.
Irlandia, the rebellion
Yeah.
will have to answer.
Yeah, small problem. The 3rd Battalion is refusing to fight because they don't have armor. They've put in 6 requests for resupply. Didn't you see these?
I've been a little busy, you know, almost toppling Bright Moon. and
She's
coming closer
Mrs.
than anyone
Shadow
ever
Weaver
has to
taking on
conquering
this
the planet
stuff.
for the
Yeah.
Horde. Not that anybody seems to care.
I care.
Fine.
Of course
give
she
them the armor.
does.
But the armory is out of armor.
With the
Oh
claws,
no,
that's
what
gotta
a
be tough.
mess.
They're so slidey and slippery.
How am I supposed to defeat the rebellion when all I do is this
I
stupid
love
busy
her.
work? I bet Shadow Weaver didn't have to deal with any of this.
These are her files, so
She was
probably
amazing
did
at it.
Just saying, that's a guess on my part.
What if she makes Shadow Weaver a secretary?
I don't think she would
You're
do
not a
that.
prisoner anymore. You
I don't
have
think
to
either
sneak
one of them
around.
would do that.
Attacks are faster, and I don't have time to waste. I need a 6-sided hex driver right now.
She can't focus because her chair's wobbly, her table's wobbly.
Yeah.
Of course I could, but it's the principle. Always use the proper tool for the job. I saw one in HORDAK's lab.
I know you're new to the freight zone, but HORDAK isn't somebody to mess with. Under no circumstances will you go anywhere
Catra?
near HORDAK's sanctum.
Ooh, calls his lab a sanctum. Oh, that is so classy.
That's just enticing.
I need you to
She's
promise
so
that you
gonna
will
go there.
stay
Yeah.
away from HORDAK. Promise.
Okay.
There's no
okay,
way.
I promise.
Here it is. Oh, okay. So the armory can't make more armor because they are out of iridellite. The point is, they're out of the shiny stuff that they need to make armor.
Oh, I bet it's the trading post slash
Oh.
supplier
Of
area.
course.
Go anywhere near HORDAK.
Got it, boss. I won't let her out of my sight. Now, you didn't happen to see which way she went, did you? You know what? I'll figure it out.
They're definitely gonna meet up here. It's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Who
Another
did
horse
that?
spook
Oh,
moment.
man,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta pull yourself together.
Did they ever try to play it off too?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I
wasn't
think so
scared.
anyway.
Out here in case anyone tries to sneak up on you.
I was just
Also,
snorting
this
for no
door is
reason.
too small for horses, which is rude.
The food is cold.
Ew.
Whoever lives here left in a hurry, but it was a while ago.
There's no sign of the horde. There's no sign of a struggle at all. They just left.
This is just like the story of the headless princess. She stalks the night, pulling people out of their beds, leaving nothing but bloody footprints.
Ugh.
What'd you find?
Okay.
Sorry, I don't like being asked about myself.
Big neck.
We should check out the other buildings.
Hey guys!
Sorry.
They're so afraid.
Yeah.
Does that look familiar to you?
Looks like one of those first ones ruined.
Glimmer?
I'm so sorry. I have no idea why I did that.
This place is weird. Like the lair of the undead princess. Where she lures soldiers to their doom.
Undead princess? The horde really had a theme, huh?
You're right. Wow. Can't believe I'm just realizing this now.
It's her with 90% of like life.
Their home.
Yeah, what is going on here? Do you have any ideas? Like what?
Like an actual ghost, maybe? Because
Like-
we keep seeing that thing.
And we heard about the magic and science thing. Like it seems like a spirit.
Although
of
I
some
think
sort.
the magic and science thing, I interpreted that as like a princess thing. Like the princesses are able to combine their magic with tech that
Oh
like
no, you're
uses
totally
magic.
right. But in a writing sense, I think they maybe mentioned it to make it clear
Huh.
that like,
Okay.
it's more connected than you'd think. Like, it's
Interesting.
more tangible. I don't know. Just
All
an
right.
idea.
I mean, we visually saw the ghost, so it's not like there's a story of the ghost and then there's an actual person who's like doing all the ghost stuff. Like the thing that we saw was definitely mystical, and it's a universe
Absolutely.
where that happens.
I agree.
So I would say ghost, but there's nothing that really suggests that until this episode. So
yeah, we'll have to see.
Who
But
knows?
it's definitely creepy.
Ethical dilemma number 63. I told Catra I wouldn't go into HORDAK's lab, but if she never finds out, does it count?
Yes.
I shouldn't do it. Or should I? No, I shouldn't.
Probably got some good shampoo.
purple shampoo.
Excited hex driver.
She's in the lab. Are you kidding me? The goblin.
Oh boy.
This is amazing.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. I thought he
Ugh.
saw her.
Well, there's no reason to get huffy.
Ugh.
The experiment failed.
Don't tell me
It's a
she's gonna
vital
fix it
part
for
of
him.
Scientific endeavor. I know. I should leave, but I have to stay for science.
She literally cannot stop herself from innovating.
Yeah.
She's just an innovator. That's wild.
It's
Okay, how
totally
did they
abandoned.
not see that?
Maybe it's like being enhanced so we
Finally.
can see it,
Told you
but they
it's a
can't.
Weird sound.
Huh.
Kind of like airbending.
Someone is.
I don't hear anything. It's
She's making this up.
Wind.
Or not.
Something too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not making it up.
Someone's there for the honor of Grayskull!
All right.
All right, we need Shera.
Okay, the animation's been crisp this episode.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
Oh no.
Hello, you're blocking my light. If you could just step aside.
Get out!
Well, just a sec. I'm almost
She
there.
does not care.
No.
All done. Okay, bye.
There will be dire consequences.
It's gonna
for this.
work.
We're using uninsulated cables. I replaced them for you. Try it again. It should hold the charge now.
No way.
And he can't get mad if it works.
Oh, it's going to. It's
it has
Entrapta.
to,
She
yeah.
doesn't mess up.
She was right.
Of course I was right.
Look at her just toying with HORDAK.
It's a power source. What are you building that needs so much power?
He literally
Use
can't.
these formulas. You're experimenting with portals? I mean, I'm familiar with the concept, but
Portals.
To other other planets?
No one's ever come close to actually achieving one, right?
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, someone from a backwater planet such as yours couldn't possibly comprehend it.
I'm the one who got your power source working, so tell me everything.
Portals aren't theoretical.
Oh,
All right, here
And
we
I'm
go.
going to open one.
exposition.
Are-
Oh, this
Can
is
I
so
help
interesting.
You could transport troops and weapons, whatever you need from
Oh,
one
that's
side of the planet
terrifying.
to the other.
You think too small. You can't begin to understand the potential a device of this nature will possess.
I'm loving seeing more HORDAK.
Wait, if Etheria is a backwater planet, does that mean that there are others?
Of course there are. There are countless galaxies filled with countless other worlds. Etheria is the only planet I've ever encountered that does not seem to understand that.
Other planets?
Oh my goodness.
Been there?
All right.
Just casually, he's just
Multiple planets.
traveled several planets. That's
I wonder why he stayed then if it sucks so much.
because he can't get off.
Then how did he get here?
He probably portaled here and then can't leave. Maybe that's it.
Interesting.
Or maybe, ooh, can I tell you a big shot in the dark?
Sure.
He is part of a larger group and they all were tasked with conquering different planets. And he isn't allowed to leave until he conquers this planet. Now that he thinks Catra is close to defeating the rebellion, maybe he's trying to build his portal so that he can get back.
All right.
What do you think?
I don't think we know enough to quite go there yet, but that
was more
would,
just-
but that would definitely make sense. I'm interested to see what Entrapta's involvement in this.
Exactly,
does.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I've
And here's
contacted
Shadow
every
Weaver.
mine under Horde
Ooh.
control, but none of them have the material to make more armor. And without the
Shadow
armor, I
Weaver is
can't
no
attack their
reason to
land.
help.
You're
Yeah.
trying to sabotage me. Where's the missing file?
The material you seek comes from the foundry, right here in the Fright Zone.
Fine.
Being me isn't quite what you imagined, is it? I suppose you thought HORDAK would let
She's
you
so devious.
run things now.
He does. I can do what I want.
He'll never trust you with his real plan. Don't take it personally. He never did with me either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Real plans.
Maybe Hordak didn't trust you. He trusts me plenty.
Like, they don't know why they're doing what they're doing. Catra has no idea why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's just conquering for the sake of conquering.
Yeah, she said until
And, like, a
darkness
personal
falls over
agenda.
Etheria. Yeah, it really is her personal agenda.
Mhm.
They did not have to give us that shot of Bo just now.
With the heart foot?
No, just watch. Come on. Not him
You're right.
caked up.
You're right. You're right.
The light came from around here.
There! It's over!
What is it?
Did I get it? No!
I feel like a sword is not going to help you.
Oh my-
It's like
what
a
is this
light
entity?
Figure.
Entities. Oh no.
I can handle the Horde. I can't handle this. This is like
Stop telling ghost stories. I've been terrified since we got here. Catra was right.
I have a feeling princesses have some pretty weak, scary stories.
Really?
I feel like they don't really love to go into the scary side of things. I feel like they're very much like sunshine, rainbows, happiness. So when she was telling her stories, they were like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm still pointing thing. From the pointing. Hold on.
Oh, they're asking for help.
What are you doing?
They're like leading them somewhere. Why are we
Maybe the answer isn't to slice
them?
through every. Well, I mean, that might have been the answer right there.
It's the first one's ruin. These aren't
Called it.
ghosts.
I
They're
called that.
holograms.
Oh,
Holograms.
science rather than magic.
Interesting. Stupid. All right. You were right.
Just gonna savor this.
Yeah, you should savor it.
Thanks, I'm good.
They're running in some kind of loop.
It's like a recording.
Yep, they're just
Aw,
holograms.
she's waving. Actually, you know what? It's still creepy.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
I know where
why?
they're coming from. Come on.
Hey, Katra! Oh, wow. You are fast. Anyway, I found the file, and guess what?
The material is produced right here in the freight zone.
Beautiful and brilliant.
Whoa.
Entrapta? You're supposed to be watching her.
That was
You know,
cute.
she is-
That was
she's-
really
she's-
cute.
I don't know
Helping
where she is,
HORDAK,
truthfully.
literally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that.
Well, now he has to let her
And he
help.
really doesn't seem upset about it at this point.
Probably the max with what you've got to work with here. If we had some first ones tech, we could generate even more voltage.
I'm sorry, Lord Hordak. Entrapta is still new here.
Does he
promise
know
she will
who the
never
first
bother
ones
you
are? Like, how old is
Other
he?
one bothering me, Force Captain. With your unwelcome intrusion, I am working with Entrapta's assistance.
Oh my goodness.
You hear that, Emily? I've never had a lab partner before.
I kind of don't
I'm
hate
upset
it.
because I do.
She's getting to work with
I'm
the big
happy
guns.
that someone is finally like letting her express her full potential.
Exactly.
Looks like Light Hope's beacon.
I'm guessing this outpost is built on some kind of First One's communication hub. When the Black Garnet disrupted the planet, it must have caused the hub to power up, trying to send old stored messages.
Maybe there's a lot of
Translating,
them.
Should be able to turn it off.
Interesting.
I've been thinking of them as these big epic figures, but they're regular people, sending messages to their loved ones.
Huh.
Messages that were never received because of what Mara did to the planet.
I'm still.
Dang.
I'm intrigued to hear
You're not
more about
buying
Mara and what happened, you know? Like why she went mad or whatever. Well, that's sad if they're trying to send out messages.
The farmers must have fled from the ghosts when this thing turned itself on. You should be able to get them a message that it's safe.
That's
to
why they all
return.
left.
Way to go.
That would be
I think
terrifying.
we're
Right?
going to do
Your town just
fine.
powers up.
Master Maker Bo.
Thanks, Glimmer. Now that the antenna is powered down, everything should be back to normal. It's that message again. It looks like First One's writing.
But we powered down the antenna.
Well, if it is
There's a
first
bunch of
writing,
them.
I can't read it. It's way too degraded.
You said it yourself, Bo. Your pad must be broken.
There's
Yeah,
3.
that must be it.
I don't know about that, Bo. Keep pushing. Wait, this. Where is this? Is this another planet? What is this? This is a bigger picture moment.
That looked like the map on Bo's thing.
Yeah, and it was in some sort of high-tech hub. Maybe that's like how the first ones are trying to get back because they severed the connection. Mara did.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. So that is episode 3 of season 2 of Shera. What do we think? Initial thoughts?
It's just getting more confusing as
Yeah,
we're going.
we need
Like,
time
I
to
feel like-
process it.
Yeah, no, I feel like I know less and less as we go on
I agree.
and have less to say because I am less sure of what's going on.
There was a lot of doors open this episode with
Yeah.
HORDAK being from another planet. There's a lot of
100%
stuff.
Entrapta is now working with him.
Yeah, there's a lot to
Cap-
unpack.
yeah.
We'll get to it, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for episode 4 coming next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be premiering on Tuesdays from now on, so be on the lookout for that. And check out the Patreon linked in the description below if you want to see that episode early and ask us the questions we're right about to answer. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's go to the episode verdict.
Thank you for watching that episode. For now, we're going to get to questions given to us by our Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode, generally have input on the whole channel, and get access to content early, check out the Patreon linked in the description. For now, let's get to question 1. Soren asks, what do you think of the relationship between HORDAK and ENTRAPTA? How will HORDAK's work play into the future of Shera on the planet? Why are there no other planets or stars accessible to Etheria?
Their relationship right now, I think, is very mutually beneficial because ENTRAPTA is brilliant in giving HORDAK everything he needs to create these portals. And I think ENTRAPTA finally has access to everything the Horde has to offer, which for her and for her tech is a really big deal for her.
Yeah.
And seems really great initially.
And ENTRAPTA's like tech creation ability is proportionate to how good of supply she has. And
100%.
That's the only limiter, which is crazy.
So from that perspective, it just seems like a really symbiotic relationship. However, moving forward, I think whatever they're able to create together is kind of going to become like a Frankenstein's monster situation where HORDAK using this for evil is going to get to a place where it can't really be stopped, which is really scary to think about.
Especially if you link First One's tech to it too. That's
exactly. That's going to be a really big deal. Opening it up to other planets, I'm not really quite sure what that would mean because there are just so many possibilities for that. But I wonder if whatever got HORDAK there was like the reason that the portals were shut down. Like trying to explore too much or too fast or too early before testing it. Like he got through the portal, was able to, then the portal collapsed around him because he used it too soon or something.
Here's another idea. Do you think that when Mara cut off the connection to the First Ones and the other planets, that was the same thing that cut off HORDAK's ability to leave the planet?
That makes so much sense. Wait. That makes so much sense because ENTRAPTA specifically said that they would be able to do way more intense tech with like using First One's technology. So if Mara was able to shut down all of the First One's tech, that would have altered the portals. If First One's tech was required for the portals to work, that means shutting off First One's tech would shut down the portals. So if that's how HORDAK got here and then it was shut down, it stands to reason that he would need that to come back.
Absolutely. I think that's great. I do think that ENTRAPTA and HORDAK together is a dangerous combination because I don't know if ENTRAPTA would have been able to build what HORDAK had built without knowing it was a thing. Like she hadn't built it before, so obviously she didn't know it was a thing that was able to be done, but she was able to correct the issues he had that wasn't optimizing. So the idea of HORDAK bringing in outside knowledge that she doesn't know from other planets and her optimizing that knowledge is a terrifying yet also innovative combination. So I'm excited to see that moving forward. All right, should we get to question 2?
Yes. All right, Trinity asks, what are your opinions on the Horde horror stories, their titles and plots, and how Adora perceives them still?
I thought that was like a funny addition, the fact that they have had horror stories and they were all undead related, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's fascinating that she had all these horror stories, and it just goes along with the fact that like Adora had a pretty terrible childhood and she was just unaware of it. Hearing that there were these common things like sent around to just like scare people, and then the fact that Bo and Glimmer didn't have any of that, and we're like, what? Like, it joins the line of things that Adora was unaware that were very odd that were happening to her.
Yeah, off of that, I think it's definitely a means of control. Like telling stories about what happens outside of the Horde is just a way to keep people in.
I didn't think about that. Yep.
Well,
just to be like, everything's undead and terrifying.
Everything is so scary out there. You're safe here. Like that just, especially from a really young age, conditions people to only feel comfortable within that group.
That's true. Let's go to question 3, our final question. Valentina M asks, it appears that Catra went from being mistreated by Shadow Weaver to being mistreated by HORDAK. How do you think this will affect Catra's future in the Horde?
All right. So I love this question. Great question. So, cycles of abuse. Once an individual has been abused, especially as a child, it becomes the norm, right? So then when you're in a new situation and you're treated the same way, it doesn't register as being problematic. So I think it's going to take her a while to realize just how bad HORDAK is being to her. I hope once she does realize that, I think there's going to need to be like an outside force that says like, hey, look, this is how other relationships are. Your situation with Shadow Weaver and now HORDAK is just an example of how toxic things are within the Horde. This is not the dynamic of every work superior and insubordinate.
Yeah,
like that's not how it normally is.
And you know what the interesting thing about that is? This show has already made it so that the one source that could have told her that information, Catra wants to take no advice from out of spite.
Exactly.
Like literally it's That's why Catra's in this loop. She's somehow gotten so angry from being mistreated that she shut off the one way that she would stop being mistreated.
Yeah.
It's like...
And unfortunately, it's familiar. Like, even
happens.
bad stuff can become comforting if it happens so frequently that it's recognizable.
And also this shows us that HORDAK was mistreating Shadow Weaver, and then Shadow Weaver was taking out her anger on Catra.
Exactly.
It wasn't just Shadow Weaver out of nowhere doing
Yep,
it. Even though it
which is
kind of
just-
presented it that way for the beginning, where it seemed like the only reason why HORDAK would get mad was when Shadow Weaver did something outwardly wrong. But in fact, everybody's just mean to everybody because they're the villains. Like,
Yep, everyone's just passing off their problems to everyone else.
and I think that's where we're going to end the question section. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below if you're excited for our next episode coming next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and check out the Patreon to see that episode now and ask us the questions we just answered. Are we excited for episode 4 of Shera?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.